Yo, a morning stream. Morning stream is an exception. A morning stream is a novelty. Morning stream is exceptional. A morning stream. Pam param pam param pam 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 pam. Okay. A morning stream because I want to build this freaking release that I'm trying to build since at least 2 days, and with up and downs, but I think that we did all the downs now and we only have up left. So we should be good to go. Let's see. Hello. Good morning. So we have our mythical file that helps us to go through everything. So I did a relight during the night because I did some changes to the levels yesterday, and yeah. Now everything should be good. If it's not good, you will tell me. Okay, so we're just going to release. I don't want to do more stuff. Okay, let's go through it. So update SVN. Let's go step by step. There will be a bit of slowdown. Update SVN. Everything updated. Checking SVN. All the maps. Yeah, I did a relight of all the map. Second try, I will call it. Second try. So we have to check in all the maps. I did some changes to some doors and stuff. Yeah, did this change, I changed a bit the triggers. Yup. All of that. Okay. 98 files. Well, 98 files because let's say 90 of them are just the updated maps. Just the updated maps. How are you this morning? Okay, so update SVN is done. Apply patch, no. Yeah, so I have to delete because I already created 0749, so I will delete it completely. So that we don't mix files or we do strange stuff like that, right? So even if in theory the risk is 0, but I will delete the current release that I have. Deleted. And I will ask I will ask the client to rebuild. Go. Okay, so here is the Windows rebuilding, right? We are not expecting any errors because we did it already yesterday, but you never know. You never know. Now, Linux. Fuck, I messed up. Okay, that is fine. Our Linux machine is up. Nice. Also, Linux machine wake up this morning. You see? Easy. Okay, we do a nice screen -R and we do a new SVN update. We have to because we have new maps, new files, new things. Yes. Good. So this is done. Now the build files we got already, right? But just to be sure, right? I will unzip them again. No. Haha, first mistake. Okay, no, because obviously I recalculated the maps, and so I need to get a new file. Yep. Now, in theory, it's only the lights that are recalculated, so there should be no difference. But you never know, so we will get again the files to be 100% sure. So I go under content, maps, main world, yes, and I search star built data. Yep, I select everything and I zip it up. And I zip it up under our Windows 0749 that I delete before doing the zip. So we are also sure that that is not interfering in any way, right? Okay, let me delete it. Done. 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 I'm deleting a bunch of other stuff. Okay, so these are the files that have been generated with the last rebuild all. 7 minutes? I don't think so. Okay, 4 minutes. But still, I don't think so. I think it will take like maximum 2-3 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, so we are zipping this up. Nice. Now, we will move this file. We will move this file to the Linux machine. So I need this. Yes. Uh-oh. My PC stopped. No, okay, it's still there. And this file goes under the temp directory. Goes under the temp directory. Okay. Okay. Now I move this file. I move this file to the Linux machine. Yes. I will go step by step so we are not messing up, right? Okay, 20 seconds. 30 seconds and it will be up. Okay. So this is done. Meanwhile, our Windows machine finished already. Wow. But let's continue. Yeah, it finished quickly because everything was already there. You just had to basically archive. Okay, still on the Linux machine, we build the server. Boom. Okay. Meanwhile, that is building on the Windows machine. We execute the few copy files that we need to do, including this, this, and this. You may say, why you do it manually this way? I don't know, actually. I could have just, you know, left it into the bat file, but because I want to see what I'm doing. But in theory, yeah, this 3 copy could have been just in the bat file. Okay, so execute the other commands. So we did this. We did this. The launcher is the same, so we are just going to copy the same launcher that we had in the previous release. We didn't change it in quite some time. Okay, I'm copying it. Done. Some stuff I do it on the other screen just because it's easier for me. Okay, and now we can zip up this thing, right? And this will be the new release for Windows. Yeah. Okay, so it's zipping up. It will take some time. This actually takes some time. It takes like 4 or 5 minutes. Yum, 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 yum. So we are zipping up this. Will take a bit. Also because it's like 20 gigabytes to zip up. Meanwhile, our Linux machine is happily building the release. And at this point, I think we can continue with the Mac. So we open another window for Mac. And in this window, if it's too small, I can make it bigger. If you cannot see it, if you want to see it. Boom. Now it's bigger. Oh wow, Linux finished already. Fantastic. Yeah, because it's all already pre-built, so it basically has nothing to do. Wait, then let's continue 1 second with the Linux if you finished already. So, okay, so the zip is running for Windows, and here on Linux we completed the server, right? We did that. Did I do the unzip of this? I didn't. Why I always make this mistake? I always forget to unzip that. It happened already like 20 times. Or maybe I did it, I just forget. No, I didn't do it. I always do this mistake. I don't know why. Okay, but I realize it immediately, so that's good. Okay, so we have the new file, build data 10, okay, of this morning. So I have to do this. I have overwrite everything, and then we just have to move this file, right? So basically, okay. And so now we will redo this because I did the same mistake yesterday, by the way. I did exactly the same mistake yesterday. Interesting how our brain works. I'm consistent in my mistakes, you know, which is kind of good on one side. Okay. So we are building this. Okay, nice. Yeah, the problem is that I want to do the 3 things in parallel, and maybe I should not. I don't know, but there is a lot of downtime, so I think it's good to do it. Okay. So here is pretty easy. Here we are on Mac, and we do a nice SVN update. Boom. Done. I just have to read every line instead of just assuming, right? And this is already done. Okay, this I need to get. So I need to go in our mythical FileZilla. And where do I have to put this thing? In a real ship. Okay. In a real ship that is under temp. Okay. I'm copying it. I'm copying that. Now that I copied it, I need to unzip it. These are the build files. Same as we did for Linux. Okay, so now that is really done. Okay, nice. What else on Mac? Well, that is not needed. That is not needed. This is not needed because we didn't change the Unreal Engine version. That is not needed anymore because we are not building the updater, and so we can just go directly here and then here. Okay. In theory, I could simplify this list because these days is way simpler than it was back in the days. So all these commands were like workarounds of stuff that was not working properly on the earlier version of Unreal. And now everything works way better, way better. Okay, so the zip for Windows is actually completed. I just want to check one thing, because I want to see if this link went up for whatever reason on the mirror. No, it didn't. Okay. Because there is a small issue with the mirror sometimes, and okay, so now we have the so let me transfer this file. Okay. Okay. While that is transferring, so that is done, and this is ongoing. Okay, so on Linux, the server is rebuilt, and it is the slowest part just because we have for whatever reason a slow connection to this particular server. I think we are metered because I have a 1 gigabyte internet, and it's usually going very fast, but particularly on this server, when we are trying to upload our server release, we get a metered connection because it's always the same value, right? And I think that is metered, so they like, I don't know, I asked already them to fix it, but they say that there is no meter on their side, so I don't know. It is strange. Okay, so now, yeah, now I launched that, and that is the slowest. It may take up to 30 minutes, actually. May take up to 30 minutes. Let's see how is the speed today. So we go under Home, Plane Shift, and then we have an install directory. And under the install directory, we get the new release. Wait a second, where the hell is that? There it is. Okay. So we get that. I'm transferring files at the moment. I'm transferring files between my machine, other machine, so it's on the other screen, but there's a bunch of progress bars, right, with percentages. Hello, Mr. Fantastic. Hey, good morning. I'm trying to do the release now, which is a kind of a quiet moment. Even if we don't have a lot of players, you know, but yesterday there was the event. I didn't want to disrupt the event, so... I could have done it yesterday evening, but... Okay, I'm waiting the transfer. I have a barrier. Boom. My PC is thinking a lot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I lost control of my PC. Can you still hear me? What the hell happened? Wow, I lost control of my PC for a second. It was not reacting anymore. But yeah, this is what I have on the other screen. So yeah, FTP to the test machine, the server file. So I'm waiting that to finish. You can still hear me? Okay, okay. I don't know. My PC was completely frozen. Like the mouse was moving, but it was not clicking on anything for like 10 seconds or 15 seconds. The power of Windows. The power of Windows. Okay, is transferring. Can we move on with the other stuff? No, because there is building, so we just have to wait this to finish. Yeah, but the biggest lead time will be the transfer of this file. Everything else is super quick. Very quick. Okay, so now I have the file on my machine. It's 7 gigabytes. You know what? Since we have a very, very slow connection with that server, why we don't actually zip this up, right? So instead of 7 gigabytes, it's a bit more reasonable. Because I stopped zipping stuff when I realized that it was faster to actually so the problem is, if it takes half an hour, it takes me like 2 minutes to zip. I think it's always, and then it takes me 5 minutes to transfer again. But I think it's probably a good idea. Let me do it. I think we may cut 10 minutes off. Probably. Well, then I have to unzip on the other side, but... With the other server, the connection is so fast that it takes me more to zip than to just transfer. But with this particular server, it does not. So I think I will add here a note on that. I mean, if you want to do it, yeah, I will put a kind of an optional for meter connection, right? We just bzip this file. Now bzip is slow, bzip is very slow. But I think we'll still be faster than... I mean, obviously now the connection will be fantastic and it will go super quick, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Murphy slow. Is Murphy slow still a thing or no? I always assumed you were a Linux guy. No, I mean I was born. I was born. Actually, I was born Apple because Windows was not existing. But Apple IIe. Because I'm old, my friend. I'm very old. Apple IIe. This was my first PC. Exactly this one. You can open it by pulling this thing, and you could see inside. Inside it was fantastic. Is there an open Apple IIe? Come on, there's not a picture. I mean, for sure there is a picture. Apple IIe open. Open from the top. Ah, here it is. Oh my god, I remember this power supply. Yeah, there was this thing. So small, this picture. Fuck it. But anyway. Look, with all the chips, bim 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 bim, all in a sequence, right? Because it was basically a bit machine. So look at how many slots you could put already. Insane. And there was no Apple key. Anyway, yeah. And then after that, that was when I was very, very, very young, like 4 years old or something. Murphy's Law is still a thing, huh? It's still b-zipping, so I don't know if we made a good choice, but it's still b-zipping. I have to calculate how much time it takes to b-zip and how many gigabytes we save. Compared to the 30 minutes upload. I don't know, I think we'll be very, very close. Very close, because we take 30 minutes to send 7 gigabytes for whatever crazy reason. I think it's a meter connection, as I was saying. And so if we reduce this by half, right, in theory it takes 15 minutes. So we saved 15 minutes. But if we spend like 5 minutes zipping, 5 minutes unzipping, the total of the total is that we save 5 minutes, right? So I don't know. maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's not worth it. You know what I can do meanwhile? I can try to transfer the file non-zipped and see how much time it takes. Yeah, actually that was a good idea. So let me do this. So here we are on game server, yes. Let me try to transfer this anyway, and we see if we go at super slow speed or not. Ah, yes, we go at super slow speed. Well, it's a bit better. Ah, immediately down again. Yeah, you know, it's always the same. So 30 minutes again. 3.2 megabyte per second. Yeah. It's going slow. So we take 30 minutes. Shit. It's okay. I mean, we are not in a rush, but I really hate wasting time, and it is a bit of a waste of time. Also because I don't understand why that connection is metered. I mean, he has a threshold or something. Yeah, I think it will, probably the upload of 30 minutes will finish before this freaking b-zip. No. Let's see how much is zipping it. Maybe is good enough. Yeah, but after the Apple IIe, I got I got already a kind of a PC. There was this like IBM. I don't remember the name. The IBM, the first IBM personal computers, right? And after that, just all the PC, because my father was actually having a computer company. So that is why I always been exposed to computers from the early beginning. And I had all the possible version, all the possible computer versions. So like, you know, the 286, 386, 486, 586, Pentium Pro, Pentium. So every time there was a new chip, I was basically getting it, which was super cool. Maybe not for a long time, because some of the PC were maybe used PC. Windows 95. Cool. Windows 95 was really bad. It was really bad. You basically could run one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Linux at that time was already like 64 bits, multitasking, multi-thread, multi-everything. And there was, you know, the the Solaris operating system and Sun Spark and all of that. It was, I mean, the world of workstations was already pretty much like it is today. I mean, not with the same speed, but with the same concept, right? Okay, our bzip actually finished. It was super long. And we zipped to what? Oh, wow. From 7 to 1.4. Woo! Well, in that case, I'm gonna stop the transfer of 30 minutes. And well, 1.4 is insane. Yeah, bzip takes time, but okay, now I have to move it to my machine, but moving to my machine is like 30 seconds. But then we have to unzip on the other side, right? Which will be another probably 5-6 minutes. But still, I think it's worth it. If we have this low connection, it's worth it. Okay, now I'm moving in on my machine. We also have to do the change log. Okay, now it's on my machine, and from my machine we move, because I always want to have everything on my machine. And from here we move it there. Let me see how much it takes now. It should take 7 times less, because instead of 7 gigabytes it's 1.4. Or nearly there. I mean it's 1.4, yeah. Yeah, so it takes 5 minutes instead of 30. 5 minutes instead of 30, so we saved 25 minutes. Depends how much time it takes to unzip, but it's pretty good. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Okay, so now I lost a bit track of where we are. No, production server done. Yeah, copy server to ship blah 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 blah. Optional. Do this. Move the file. Okay, this is what we are doing. We are doing this. Now, since this is completed, right? Well, is ongoing, and we can continue with this, which is the Linux client. This is already 0749, so this one is basically done. And I can launch this, right? So this is the client for Linux. So it is actually running. Meanwhile, our Mac friend managed to finish the build, which is very nice. So our Mac friend completed this. Okay. When completed, ensure we have an 86 executable. Yep, but we do. Okay, repackage, no, that is not needed, no needed. Finalize the install, no needed. Okay, this is the only thing that is needed. Otherwise, you don't see any server. Easy. Code sign, we can try, but it will tell me that it's already signed, but I'm doing it just because I'm paranoid to skip some steps, because it happened to me already in the past that for whatever reason. So that is the Mac machine. It is the Mac machine. Okay, so we go here. We have to do nothing else than exit from screen on this side. Yes. Enter screen on this side. And then redo the code signing, but he will tell me that it's done already. I'm gonna do it just because, but it will say already signed. Usually. Or he asked me to sign it again. Wow, it's thinking a lot. Okay, already signed. Fantastic. Fantastic. So with that, we officially completed also the Mac release. Well, not completed, wait. We built it, but now we have to package it. So we skip all of this because this is for the launcher. We didn't change the launcher, so we go here. We do this nice thing of copying the launcher into the Mac release. We zip, we tar whatever this thing, and then we bizip it, which is the long time again. I will have to stop the production server soon, huh? Because we will test it. Let's test the new release. I only discovered Linux when Windows 2000 came along. And my life changed. Linux is the best. Yeah, Linux is very, very good. It's really incredible how it can actually exist. It's a bit like plane shift, you know. It's one of those things that technically should not exist. But somehow, you know, in the chaos of the universe, in the entropy of the universe, they were born. Okay, so we did this, and now I have to do, yeah, that. Okay, we're running this. So we are zipping up the package on Mac. Oh wow, the server is arrived. The server arrived on the, so let's do that immediately because that's the lead time. So on the Linux machine, server Linux machine, here. There is the real server. There is, this one is the, I can make it bigger if you want to read. There is the real production server. Real production. So here we have to be careful, huh? Otherwise we delete all your data. Here we have to be very careful of not doing anything stupid. So the first thing we have to do is to unzip the file that we just received, right? Because that will be the slow step. PS Unreal install. Yeah. So I would say optional if bzipped. Optional if bzipped, we go here and we unzip. We go, where do we go? Yeah, we go here and we unzip that file. And this will take a bit of time, for sure. This will take a bit of time. Unzip this thing. But we saved the 25 minutes, right? So I don't know how much it's gonna take, but hopefully less than 25 minutes, I mean, for sure. Only, it's like the gods only exist if enough people believe. Well, with the difference that this one you can touch it. The gods you cannot, but... which is a significant difference, but yeah. Yeah, Linux is incredible. I mean, then, I mean, at least the creation, the initial creation of it, right? The initial versions, right? Then after, when it became more commercial, like Red Hat and all of that, obviously they managed also to make some money out of it, which makes sense, by the way. I'm not saying that you should not make money, but yeah, but it's an incredible, but if you look at GIMP, right, or you look at Blender, I mean, GIMP, Blender, Linux, I mean, are insane, and maybe LibreOffice, and they are insane, I mean. I mean, it's true that they have funding these days, right? So these are companies, real companies, right? They have funding. So, or Apache, they have funding. It's not, but the original idea, you know, started from real volunteers, right? So which is amazing, which is absolutely insane. And PlaneShift is a small piece of that. A small piece of that. For the one that understand that is the same. So we did this. So the client on, yeah, the client on Linux is also built. Okay. Now, we have to do this. There is not much here, but is only the copy of this file. Yeah, is only the copy of this file. Okay, so this is done. The launcher, we didn't change it. So also for Linux, we just jump to this section and we just zip it up. Just zip it up, copy the launcher. There are some commands like that because yeah, it's fine. And then we do the 49 tar file, right? Yeah, Blender, and I think for me, Blender, GIMP, and LibreOffice. But consider they are getting a lot of funding these days. Unreal Engine, I think, gave like, I think it was 2 million just in 1 year. How much funding Blender gets? I mean, it's significant. It's very significant. 2024. In 2023, Blender received 3 millions from donations. And Epic gave 1.2 million grant. Yeah. Epic gave 1.2 million grants. Imagine how much money they are doing from Fortnite. They can give 1.2 millions to Blender, but it's nice. I mean, I like that. They should do it more. Okay, so now we bzip this. And when this bzip is completed, our unzip is still going, by the way. I think it takes probably more 10 minutes than 5, but yeah, they didn't start that way. Yeah, exactly. So I think the inception is really a miracle, right? The inception is a bit of a miracle. It's a bit of a weird thing happening in the universe, right? Is an anomaly. In scientific terms, is an anomaly. Is a space anomaly. And from that space anomaly, then yeah, things started to roll, right? And plane shift is the same. In fact, you know that my hardest thing to do is to explain people why. So when I try, for example, when I go, I don't know, on Reddit, right, or and I say, oh, we have this game. We want, I don't know, we are searching testers, or we have this game. We want to, you know, we need a 3D artist. People don't understand. They are immediately shutting down the thread, saying, "Oh, this is advertising." And I say, "What do you mean advertising? I mean, we are a free game. What do you mean free game? A free game. We are a free game, meaning that we don't take money from it. Impossible. What do you mean? What is your business plan? I don't have a business plan. What do you mean you don't have a business plan? I don't have a business plan. I do it for fun. It's impossible. It's an MMO. How can you do for fun an MMO?" And so usually when I try to do this kind of stuff, my threads get deleted, right? Or yeah, because they say spend your budget on advertising instead of trying to harvest people on forums or on Reddit, right? I say, well, that's the only way I can do it. I don't have a lot of budget. Ha, you are an MMO. What do you mean you don't have budget? Ha, what do you mean? You know? This is my daily life when I try to advertise the game somehow. It's super hard. It's super hard. Or even when I try on Discord, like say, okay, we have this game, and I would like to post that we made a new release. And they were like, but if you are a game, I mean, do it on your website. No, I would like to do it on your disc. No, it's advertising. You cannot do it. Okay, then fuck it. So, sometimes, other times it works, but it's always a bit of a, there is always a kind of a question mark, you know, on the head of the people when I speak about this. They say, why you do this? I do it because I like it. Do you go to cycle on your bike? Yeah. Do you go to the mountains to hike? Yeah. I do plane shift. Do you ask money when you go to hike on a mountain? To the mountains? Do you ask the mountain to pay you? Or the mountain ask money to you? I don't know what is one way or the other. But anyway, so yeah. That's it. Because, you know, because these days free games are not really free. I mean, they are kind of free, but then obviously there is a way to monetize. It makes sense. I mean, obviously people need to feed their families, so it makes sense. Okay, our unzip finally finished. Holy. I don't know, at the end I think the total was probably 30 minutes as well, but okay, our unzip finished. So now we can stop the server now, which I think we can. I don't know how many people are online, but I think it's a good time to stop it. I think at this time of Sunday probably would be 2 people, so if not 0. So is because it's night in US, so there is probably no one, so I can just shut it down. We. Let's see. Let's see if there is someone online. But anyway, I will do a grace. If it's 0, I will do 0 grace. Oh my god, 5 people? What the fuck? Okay. Well, then we do a graceful server quit 3 minutes. So yeah, I have a kind of a graceful... I can say hi, server going down for the new release. See you on the other side. Will be way harder when we will have again 300 people online. Will it happen? I don't know. But maybe. If I continue to improve the game, at a certain point, it will actually be good. May not be good now, but it may be good one day. Okay, so the Linux is zipping up. The Mac is zipping up. Yeah, the bzips are the slowest, is the slowest operation of the whole thing. After you have built the after you have recompiled shaders and textures. You see, these two machines are just doing that. Just zipping, zipping, zipping. Pam pam param pam pam pararam pam pam para pam pam parara. New release. New release. Can we dance for the new release? We can. Do 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 do. This dance animation is pretty good actually. Okay. What happens if I do sleep in the old game? I mean in the previous, in this release. Nothing should happen, right? It's an emote. So it's telling you that... Okay. Yeah, so it's just an emote. Okay, the server is going down in 40 seconds. And it will be down until we finish with the new release. Assuming that it works. Oh, someone is moving items, I see. Someone is moving items in the inventory. Yeah, because on the server console I see a bit more. Boom. He went down. Okay. So the server is down. So we would like to limit the time of server being down, if possible, right? Now, it doesn't have to be 2 minutes, but we don't want it to be 2 days, right? Okay, so the server is down. So what we could do, we can proceed with the, meanwhile these two things are still zipping. We can proceed with the server release. Okay. So server release is saying copy the dungeons. Well, maybe we can regenerate them this time, but there can be some people in it, right? So that's the point. There can be some people in the dungeon right now. So copy the dungeons, we do this. So we basically copy the save game. Let me just check how old is this dungeon actually. Assuming that it's there. 14th of June. So the last time the dungeons have been generated was about 15 days ago. Okay. So we copy the dungeons. We delete the server completely. This rm-rf is a command that you know that is a bit scary, but that's what you have to do. Yeah, we cannot remove that for historical reasons because I'm lazy, but it's okay. It doesn't do anything bad. And now we unzip the new server. Right? We unzip the new server. Boom. And then we pray. Okay. Now there are a few things I need to do. I don't know if I want to enable the city management as experimental, but I don't have the city management pretty much done yet. I mean, the UI is there, but the logic behind is not done. So this is probably something we can work on for the next release. I'm just doing these commands, which are basically copying config files. And now we are copying back the dungeons. And now we can start the server. So the server is already going up. No, mistakes. Wait. We have to do the SQL changes first. And yeah, which by the way is not mentioned here, but obviously here is execute the SQL updates if needed. I mean, it's not always needed, but in this case it's needed because we have changes. We have changes in the schema. So we go in SQL. We use our PlaneShift Pro 2. What? Because I'm already there. Why is saying that though? Yeah, because I think I'm already there. Yes, I'm already there. But anyway, so we have some files to upload because there is the whole new city management functionality, which is not really for you yet, but it will be for you soon. So I have to copy what? I have to copy, I have to go, wait, do we put it under install? Yeah, we put it under install. So I have to copy few things. In particular, PS Unreal City, yeah. PS Unreal City. Okay, done. And I think there was also another one. Draken, yeah, this one I will have to expand, but I will do it maybe this afternoon. I want to do more of that. Draken al SQL, okay. We do that. These are the two files that I need, right? Yeah, these are the two files that I need. Okay. So, now this will be in the wrong directory, yeah? Or not, depends where we are. Yeah, we have to go under, PS Unreal install. Exactly. And here we can do this. So here we are modifying the real database, the production database. Yeah, in theory I have to add this to the configuration file. Okay, I will do it in a second. There is really nothing to truncate because we just created these tables. So and we don't have any city defined, so I can do this, but it will change nothing. Yeah, exactly. Okay, then we do the change for the Drakenplane, which are these updates. Then we do the new visual keep table. Yep. Then we do the update to the Riverling. Yep. Then we do careful, yeah. This one, let me do a select first. 12 rows. Yeah. These are the ones that I have to delete. It's okay. We can delete them. Okay, we source this. These are all the new action locations for the Drakenplane. That is nice. Is the mesh inactive? Yes. For the natural resources, and here we are updating some trees like the apple tree, the Dupont tree. The regional resources were ID 189 and 190. Do I want to do a select before? Just to be sure it's not different in production, but it is impossible because mine was a copy, so it must be correct, but it is correct. We just verified before deleting stuff in production, right? Which is always a good idea. Here we are updating the stuff, which is fine. Here we are adding the new resources in the new system. Here we are updating these other resources. Here we are adding the new monster, the Quilldrake. Yup. And here we are adding the spawns for the Quilldrake. The only thing that I don't know if I captured here was the... Let me check it. I think that Race Info has a spawn. No. It's in the actual... Okay, fine. Fantastic. Examples to change. Do we want to load the examples, Quilldrakes in game, just to test them? I would say yes. The only problem is they are all in the same location at the moment. But I would like to load them anyway, and I will delete them later on. The only problem is if these IDs are actually available in production. That I don't know. Yes, they are available. 15, 16, 17. Okay. Well, we can add them. We can add them just to show the monster. What do you mean unknown column X0? There is an incompatibility of the character table. Because my character table there is not... What? Hmm? 0x. What is this 0x? 0x. What the fuck 0x? Where did this came from? It's like it's like an X number? What? Okay. Now they are added. Let me just check. What is the name? Is spawn something? Spawn rule, right? Select a specific rule for characters from characters where ID equal 315. I knew it. Okay, so we update character set NPC spawn rule equal to 1 where ID equal to 315 or ID equal to 316 or ID equal to 217. Yeah, there was a mistake that I did also on my side, but anyway, fine. Now new spawnable barricades, why not? Why not having some new spawnable barricades? Okay, so this completes the sequel update in theory, but yeah, I think it should be good. So we completed the sequel update, and so we can actually restart the server. Wrong directory. Okay. Now we see if the server goes up. So now it's using the new release. The server is using the new release and is using the updated sequel, right? So everything is new. Everything is new. So here is where we see if stuff works or not. Here is where we see if we did damages. Okay, meanwhile, the 2B zip finished. Okay, that's very nice. So with the 2B zip done, I can actually move them to my machine. Server is going up. Okay, I'm copying the Linux release to my machine, and I'm copying the Mac release to my machine as well. It's interesting that the Mac release is always a bit smaller. I mean, significantly smaller in this case. It's 6.4 gigabytes, while the Linux is 6.8, and the Windows is 7.4. Wow. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a zipping problem or I don't know. It's very weird. It's like if in the Windows there is more stuff, but I hope I didn't miss any files. But I'm pretty sure I don't, because I regularly do a check for all the U assets that are still in the. I think it's just the way it's packaged. Hello, Yoko. Do you have a release notes? Yeah, we have to make the release notes pretty much right now. I'm just finishing uploading the files, and then we will have to make the changelog and also post the news on the website and all of that. Actually, I have a file that I use for that. I don't know what my machine is doing, but it seems that this morning is like thinking a lot. At the moment it's doing nothing. Well, I mean, it's streaming with all the apps for streaming, but We are gonna make the release notes right now. If my PC allows me to click on stuff. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, finally it came back. Time to buy a new PC? I don't know. It's Windows Explorer that is stupid. Everything else runs well, but Windows Explorer, it seems that this morning has issues. Okay, so let's see where we are, my boys. We done pretty much everything. So server build on Windows, done. Server build, server test on Windows, done. Client build on Windows, done. Client test, we didn't do it. PS launcher build, not needed. So in this case, we didn't do it. Final package, done. Allow update. Good point. I have to change the updater file to actually say that there is a new release, and to do that, I have to go in another machine, which is the updater machine. And for the updater machine, I need a password that I never remember because it's like 20 characters with 5 million special characters, up, down, left, right thingies. And so I have to do this 1 second. I don't know why my machine is so slow today. It's incredible. It's absolutely ridiculous. It is Windows Explorer that is slow. Okay. I don't remember which one of those it is, but probably this. Yes. Okay, we should be good. We should be good, my boys. So here we are on the updater server, which is another machine, just to make things more complex. And here I have to say, where the hell is the file? Is PS update something? I didn't mention it here, I don't know why. Didn't mention it here, but anyway, it is under www something. It is under www.doc update, and then it's called PS Unreal Updates. Exactly. Let me just see if he's here somewhere. Yes, it is here somewhere. So what I have to say, I have to edit this file and create a new line. Sorry, I'm doing it on the other screen, but it's nothing particularly interesting. So I will copy this. I will say 49, and then I will say that 48 cannot update, right? 48 cannot update. Okay, so now if you launch your client, it will tell you that there is a new release. Okay, good. Now that we have the packages, all the packages on my machine, there are still few things to do, so I have to copy them into this. Okay. Now, okay, just to go forward with what we were doing. So this is done. Linux server build, done. We did it this morning together. Client build, we did it this morning as well. Launcher build, not needed, right? Not needed. Do I need a not needed thing? Final package on Linux, done. Allow update is exactly the same for all three platforms because we don't allow the update. Mac build, done this morning. PS launcher, not needed. Final package, done. Production environment, server installed, yes, done. Database upgraded, yes, done. Server tested, not yet. So we're gonna test it now. The server is up. Let me connect with the release client and see what happens, my boys. If we can enter or not. If you want to start to download, you have to wait a second because they're still uploading. I don't want to have a half file on the mirror server. So please don't try to download with weird URLs or something because it will break the process. So we can launch the packaged release. Where is the package release? Is here? Yes, 49. Yes, exactly. Okay, so this is the package release. So this is the file that you will get. Hopefully it's correct. So it's saying 0749. Yup, I'm connecting. Let's see. Seems to work fine. Let's see if we can get in game. Yes, we can get in game. Okay, so let's say that server is up and running and I can connect. Things seems to be fine. Let me see if I can sleep. I can sleep, it seems so. With some delay, but I can actually sleep and I can actually wake up as well. Okay, very nice. Let me see if the visual equipment works because it's one of the things that we added. Left shoulder. Ah, yes, I cannot do it from here. I have to put it in the backpack. Good point. Good point, my friend. Fuck. Fuck. Why is not working? Are you serious? Fuck, we have a problem, guys. How it is possible that it's not working? Fuck. How it is possible that it's not working? Why it works here and it doesn't work on the left shoulder? What? What? Okay. We have a problem. I don't know why though. I don't understand why it works only at the back. I mean, those are sockets that are put on the skeleton, and they are... I mean, I never tested the CRAN, and the CRAN doesn't work for whatever reason. No, it's the same. Only the back works. Why? Only the back works. Oh my god, I think I know. The fucking Unreal Engine not packaging the names in shipping mode. I cannot believe it. I cannot fucking believe it. I cannot fucking believe it. Is changing the names in shipping mode. Nah, bro. Bro, it's changing the names in shipping. Nah, I cannot believe it. It's changing the names in shipping. Okay, let's validate this theory. But yeah, basically that's broken. So I have to create a new package. Which is not long, but first we need to understand why, right? I mean, it's not long, it's like 1 hour or 2 hours, but it's fine. I can redo it, but the point is that this freaking guy, because I decided to use, right? That is ridiculous anyway. So this is one of the issues with Unreal Engine, that it just decide to do stuff sometimes that, you know, makes no sense. So in the visual equip, right? And this is why only the back works, because the back is the same name between the metadata and the data. Fuck, it's ridiculous, really. It's ridiculous. Okay, now I need to find it though. Let's say that it's close to this. It's close to this. Visual equip slot. Visual equip slot. Yeah, we have a problem, unfortunately. I have to remake the client. Fuck. But it's good that I tested it, right? So I didn't release it all and then... Where the hell is that? I don't see it. There should be... Come on. Here. Fuck. So in development, this motherfucker in development is using this name. In shipping is using this name. Can you believe it? I mean, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And in fact, the only one that works is the back, because it's the same. Ridiculous. Are you going to release it as is? No, I'm not. Because the re-release is harder than the release, so I prefer to just avoid releasing it. And I will tell you more. I'm going to delete all the files right now. Fuck it. Okay, deleted. That is ridiculous anyway. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense. So the U-meta is not used in I mean, it's really, really stupid. I mean, it's really stupid. So U-meta not used in shipping? Come on, why? I mean, what is the point? So the world doesn't know about this? The world doesn't know about this. The basic syntax of declaring an enumeration is as follows. Blah 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 U-meta. In this example, U-meta provide human readable name in the editor. Fuck. In the editor. No. So this is only a display name for the editor. I have no words. I have no words. In fact, here, you see, in fact, here is all uppercase. And he's taking the name from the internal name, from this. He's not taking the name from this. Now, my only thing, I think if I just rename it underscore here, it will work both in the editor and in production. I think I just have to make this change, you know? Well, maybe if I do it right, it's better. I think I just have to do this, because now they are the same. And so when I see it in the editor, or when I see it outside of the editor, they are in a shipping mode. They are the same, and so it will work. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The problem is that this is going to do... I mean, I have to think a bit about it, right? Because I think I never use this name, right? I never use this name. The only place where I use that name is when we do the but okay, let's recompile it. But I think I do some reasoning, right? Because... Or I use it just as enumeration. I think I use it just as enumeration. So the problem is on the... The problem is on the client. When you select that drop down... The problem is on the client. When you select that drop down... you are taking... this name instead of this name. So in theory, well, in theory we could do it that this is actually spelled properly, right? I don't know, I have to look at the client. Let me recompile. I have to look at the client and understand what the way I do it. Because maybe I do a get name instead of get value or something. And so the server is not found, and so the slot is not found on the skeleton. So that's the issue. So no, I'm not gonna to release it, because releasing it and then re-releasing it is even more time consuming for me. So I prefer to stop it now. Just rebuild the clients, which is not a super long process. The longest process is the bzip, but everything else is going okay. To catch other errors, I don't, yeah, I think I can do a check here and there, you know, but it should be fine. But this one I really wanted to work, right? So because it's anyway, it's incredible. There is one thing of Unreal Engine which is annoying, that sometimes the development build and the shipping build are not the same, and I think that should absolutely be fixed, because like this bug now is very simple bug, but is very disruptive, right? And it's very disruptive. Slot data. Yeah, which by the way, I use the enumeration, right? It's not that I think the only problem is the UI. So in the UI, Visual Equip, I think in the UI, I probably used a function to read this, which is reading the other one. Yeah. Hey, but bro, I have to display it somehow, I have to display it. I have to display it on screen. I have to display the name of that thingy. Do you want me to do if enumeration equal then blah blah blah, and then if enumeration equal blah blah blah? Okay, I can do it, but it seems super stupid to me. If there is no other way, I'm gonna do it. So basically, since now we know that the internal value, no, not internal value. Since we know that this one is different from shipping to development builds, because it is. So what happens is that we are converting right shoulder into, yeah, but then in theory it should work when I do the opposite, no? Wait, how it is possible then it doesn't work? Wait a second, because when I click on confirm, which is here, right? What I'm doing, I'm taking my enumeration, and I'm converting it to string, and then I'm checking if that string is equal to the option. And if it's false, we do nothing. Because I just want to see, yeah, I just want to call the server in case it is different. If you are moving to the same slot, we don't want to move it to the, yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, but bro, I'm passing the enumeration. I'm not passing the display name. Huh? I don't understand how it can bug out. I don't understand how it can bug out, because this is an enumeration, right? So hopefully it's correct. Okay, I do this check. So this check may be wrong. But we were seeing that we get right underscore shoulder on the UI, right? So right underscore shoulder is the value that we see in the dropdown. And the value that we see in the dropdown is then compared with the selected option. And if it's different, so you are setting it to a new one, we get the index of the selected option, right? We get the index. We don't get the name, we get the index. In the index, we convert it to an enumeration. And this enumeration we send here. So there is no way. There is no way. Unless we do something stupid here. Unless we do something stupid here. Which is possible. Ah, wait. No, also here we use only the enumeration, right? Bro, it's incredible that we have something working but doesn't work in shipping. He's here. Yeah, he's here. Here is where we convert it to string. And why I convert it to string? I convert it to string. Yeah, but the problem is here. The problem is here. Because here we're using the string name. So here we are using the visual form of that thing. But then, sorry, let me understand this, because let me understand this, because So actually, it will not even work this way. It will not work this way, because this name, which is the internal name, doesn't correspond to my socket on the skeleton of the character, right? And so that will never work this way. So this part is okay. The problem is this name. Yeah, but I would like to show it on the client nicely. I don't want to show 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? The only solution is do exactly the opposite of what I did here. Exactly the opposite. Which is to name these guys this way. Which actually correspond to the socket number, the socket name on the skeleton. That way, I think it will work. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that that way it will actually work. And then we can beautify it another day, right? Because, bro, I just need the skeleton, please. Because where he's failing is that he's searching this. He's searching right shoulder this way on the skeleton and he doesn't find it. And that is why he's going to the ground, because when he doesn't find the socket, he's attaching it to the root of the character, which is in 0, 0 at the bottom, right? So that is why that happens. He's attaching it exactly here. I mean, if I do this change, right, you will see in the UI this. You will see right shoulder all uppercase, which is very annoying, but I think it's better than nothing. I could change it. I could change it to be nicer, but that will take me some time because I have to be sure that I'm not messing up with the strings. And if I touch this, it may take me another 2 hours just to figure it out, right? So probably it's better if I don't touch anything here. I just change this, and we rebuild everything, and we test if it actually works. And I think it will. And I think it will. I think that now the question is, right? Now the question is, I put a mega warning here. Display name is editor only. In shipping, the game will use the how do we call this? The variable name? Not the display name, the name. Right? So any display name will be ignored in shipping. But now the question is, if we did this mistake here, in how many other places we did the same mistake that in shipping it doesn't work? So where do I have this get display name by value? Do I have it in many places? For example, we have in the mini game. For example, we have it in the mini game. These are different, my boys, huh? These are different. 5 of a kind is different from 5 of a kind. It is different. It is different. So when you are, depends how I use it here. So in shipping you will see. So in shipping you will see this. Instead of this. Okay, that's not too bad. You will basically see it without spaces, right? Okay, well, that's not a big deal. I mean, it's a pity, but it's not a big deal. And we don't use it anywhere else. So this is the only 2 places where we use it. In the mini game, when you're playing poker, and in the... By the way, did you ever try to play poker with an NPC or not? I don't even know if I enabled it. Fuck, I built something, I didn't enable it. GG. Okay, so now this is recompiled, right? But we have to be sure that this is going everywhere. So we need to... and the only way we have to test it is in shipping, because we don't have any other possibility. We cannot test it in a regular thing, right? We have to test it in shipping. So I have to rebuild everything. Yeah, I have to remember to put an NPC playing dice. Fix for visual equip display name versus name. You know what is the problem? Is that I can test it only in shipping. So it will take me like 1 hour to do the whole round trip, and then maybe it doesn't work. And well, I can build shipping on my machine. Yeah, let's do this, because otherwise it's too long. I can build shipping on my machine and test it and see if it actually works or not. Because fuck it though, really, fuck it. Really, fuck it. I have to redo everything. Well, not everything, but quite a bit. What time is it? 11:41. We are at the limit. Okay. No, because at 1 o'clock I have to go away. And I can be back then in the afternoon, but I have to go at 1. I should have wake up at 6 a.m., you know? Okay, so this we rebuilt. So, but let's do the test on my machine. Building shipping. Okay, so if I want to rebuild shipping on my machine, it should be fairly easy. As long time I don't do it, but I have a build shipping server, bat file, which is here, and I don't remember exactly what this is doing, but I think he's creating it. Build shipping server version server, PS version Arial shipping server. So he's creating a server in this that. Now the problem will be a bit of the configuration of that server, but we can cope with that. So he will do it here. Okay, fine. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. No. I don't know how much time it will take. I don't think it's gonna take much, because I think it's a few minutes. I don't think it's gonna take a lot. Because everything is already cooked and done, right? Because doing it on my machine, we see if shipping versus shipping is actually working. The only thing I have to do, I have to change in the release. I have to change in the release. No, not this. This. I need to add a new server, otherwise, or I can use this server, it's the same. So this should be localhost. Now let me add it so we don't mix things up. I have to add this line. So that I can connect to my local machine with the released version, right? Oh fuck, it's recompiling everything. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit of time. I don't know how much. I mean, we can do it in parallel, right? I could do it on my machine. Yeah, let's do it in parallel. So we will do the test on my machine, but in parallel, let's assume that it works. Right, let's assume that it works, and we are going to redo the thingy. Okay, I can do it, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. It will be simpler. Believe it will be simpler. Okay, so we SVN that, and we did it already, right? We SVN that. So we go on the Linux machine. I mean, it should be fairly simple, right? It's just a matter of getting the new file and putting into the new thing. So it should be very simple because everything is already done. Okay, so this is getting the new file, right? Which, by the way, is PS character, so this makes incompatible for freaking everything. So this is already done, so I'm not going to redo it. This is already done. The only thing that we obviously we need it also on the server side, unfortunately. And so we have to rebuild the server. Just with that small change, but we have to do it. It is still compiling, GG. I think it will take me, I don't know. It will probably take me less to do it on for real than simulate it on my machine. You have not seen it in game yet. I don't remember how to enable it, but we have to remember to enable it. Let me put it in our list because I was so focused on enable, maybe not in black color. Enable NPC, because in theory it was through city management, but enable NPC gambler. In theory it was through the city management, right? Because when you boost the city manager, when you boost the city, which is also something that you didn't play yet, but I mean, there are some pieces that are coming together, right? Yeah, the compilation on my machine will take forever because it's recompiling everything. Because it didn't do a server build in a very long time. And it's recompiling everything from scratch. No! Okay, it's okay. But meanwhile, we can do the real thing. So let's do it on Linux, done. Let's do it on Mac. Let's do it on Mac. And I will do Windows last because the Windows is now doing the server side, right? So here we are. Here we are. Now, the only thing I have to be sure is that I'm not rushing it and doing mistakes, right? So that's the only thing I have to be careful because I say, oh, it's only one file, it's only one file. Compile, zip, and then I do a mistake, right? So I need to put the same fuck. No. I forgot the password exactly now. No, maybe not. Okay. Okay, so this is done. So yeah, I have to pay the same attention because if we do a mistake, right, I will have to redo it anyway. So build data files from Windows Machine. So this one, I'm not gonna do it because we did it already. Exactly. So this is in theory done. This is not needed. This is not needed. This is not needed. Not needed. Not needed. We delete completely the previous. Yes, we do. And we launch this. Okay. So also the Mac is rebuilding. So the Linux is rebuilding, the Mac is rebuilding. The Windows is trying to build a server shipping, but I don't know if it will work. I mean, I don't know if it will, how much time it takes, so maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there are, for example, the sitting bug, right? So we have a bug where when you sit and you play the sit animation, is not played for the other characters properly. And that happens only in shipping. Because on my machine, it works perfectly. So there's another bug similar to this one that happens only when you complete the release, right? And it's a super annoying bug. Super annoying bug. Okay, so the server is built. I need to focus, because if I don't focus, I do mistakes. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is built. Now, we zip it up again. I just have to be sure that I delete the previous files because I don't want to add on top of an existing file, right? I think I deleted it, but I don't know. Yeah, I deleted it. So we repackage the server. And I think the bzip was good, no? I think we should do it. What is that? Here. Okay. 180 turn when sickness is only for the other characters. Should be, no? It's only for, it's also, I don't know, and because in production I basically never tested it well. But in development it works fantastically. It's just a problem in production. And it is another bug that happens only in shipping, which is very annoying. And I don't know how to fix it actually. I don't know. There is a weird timing issue that happens. I don't know. It's a timing issue. Okay, so as soon as this is completed, we can move it to the server. Which, by the way, someone is trying to connect. I see, but you will not be able to connect because the new release is not up yet. Someone is trying to connect, yeah. Okay. Okay, so here we are zipping, here we are building. And on my machine we are building as well. We are trying to do the server side of it so that we can test if this really works, if this fix really works. I think it does, but considering that its change is different in shipping, I think that I give it 85%. Well, maybe 90. So we are, all the machines are working, Mac, Linux, Windows. You just have to wait these things to finish. Plane shift down, waiting for the update, yes. A lot of stuff running. I will be back a second. Meanwhile, we wait. Okay, I'm back. What happened meanwhile? Nothing. There is still zipping up. The Windows server seems to be nearly done. Is archiving, yeah. Okay, he archived. So actually, I think we can test. We can test shipping versus shipping on my machine, and that will give us a good sense if it works or not. So now the server, yeah, the only problem is that how do I launch? Wait. Does this have all the config files? I don't know. Let's just run it and see what happens. Doesn't even open a window. Wow. Holy fuck. What do you mean it doesn't even open a window? It doesn't? Because I didn't do minus console. Could be, or maybe gave an error and we didn't see it. I don't know if this is a waste of time or not, but I wanted to test it on my machine first, but it seems that is minus console. Can I have a console or? No, it's not doing anything. It's just not computing. It's creating a log though. It's creating a log. Probably is complaining that it doesn't have the database connection. Yeah, exactly. Because it's missing the configuration files. It's missing the configuration files. That have to go. Yeah, usually I don't launch the I don't launch the shipping server on my Windows machine, so they should go under saved config. Windows server, okay. You mean oh wow, yeah, it's completely empty. That's why. Okay, let's try now. It's still not opening. Shitty console, nothing, nada. Cannot connect to server localhost. I think it's not reading the config properly. Why? I mean, I can say minus server, but it's already a server, right? So you cannot connect to the database. Yeah, I never did the test this way, so it's missing. I think it's just missing a config file. I think it's just not reading properly server config. I don't understand why it's not reading server config, but it seems that it doesn't. Unless it's reading it from app data. I don't know. I think we should just continue with our normal way. Okay, so the bzip is done. So now I want this file on my machine. I want this file on my machine. Yes. Okay, this should be quick, like 30 seconds. Add another 180 turn. If it were that easy, my friend. If it was that easy. So basically what is I mean, I can explain you what is happening, but sorry, I'm focusing on the release, so I cannot explain it now. But what is happening in short is that the rotation is not happening. The rotation is not happening. So if I add another rotation, 2 rotation will not happen. Okay. So now we have this here. So if I move it there, why I still have all these files? I delete. Ah, yes, we're just a refresh. Okay, meanwhile, also the Mac Mini completed, which is good. But now I have to be sure that I'm not doing anything stupid, because there is the typical moment where I have 4 things going at the same time, and I may do a mistake, right? So, so this is what we did now, and we are waiting the upload of the bzip. Yes. While this is running, we can do the Linux client. And the Linux client, do I have to clean anything? No. And the Linux client, well, it is assuming that this directory is empty, right? Because there is a new thing. So if you want to really do it clean, I will have to delete this, right? Exactly. Let's do it. So that we don't, there is also where I build the server, but I built it by now. So I think we can delete it. Yes, we can delete it. There's no problem. So this is already done, this is already done. I can just launch this. Okay, so this will build the client. Okay, build the client. Okay, meanwhile on the Mac, we finished the build of the client. The only thing I have to do is so that is done. So the only thing I have to do is to copy. Okay, we can do this just to check if it's okay. Fine, it's okay. The only thing I have to copy the server file, right? That's the only thing. And the code sign, okay, we can check it again, but it's a useless check actually. But let me do it, because if it's not signed, then it will not work, right? So, and so is a bit of a useless check, but is a good sanity check. this one. And it will say already signed. Is already signed. Okay, good. So this is done. And we have to do this. And then the longest time is really this bzip, right? A bzip is always the longest time that we have. I don't know. Anyway, about the sitting, I can try to dedicate some time to fix it, but I tried quite a bit. These are all the tests. If you want to know, if you take a screenshot quickly of this or whatever, you want to read it. These are all the configurations where it works and when it doesn't work. And all the OK means that it works. All the KO means it doesn't work. And if you can see, the sit on chair only doesn't work when there is a shipping production server involved. So in dev, it always works. It even works in this configuration with the local server. So even on my machine, it works. It's just with the Linux production shipping machine that we use as that it doesn't work. So I have no idea why, what is the magic, what is the black magic behind it. I already spent quite some time on it, and I don't know if I want to. I mean, we can try another technique. I don't know. We can just redo it completely, right? We can just redo it, but there is something magical that doesn't work there, and I don't understand what it is, and it's only in shipping. Okay, so here we are doing this. Now we have the server on with a fix. We have the server with a fix on the right machine. So here. Now we bzipped it, so we have to wait. Yes, wrong machine. Wait a second. 11:53. 11:53. Okay, 11:53. Yeah. Okay, fine. So now. Yeah, now we have to unzip it, unfortunately. But it's already there, so it went up very, very quickly. He went up very quickly. So we are doing this now. On Windows, yeah, good point. On Windows, I think we give up the trying to run the local server. So on Windows, I skip all of this, right? And I just launch the shipping client again. Yeah. And I delete, maybe I delete the yeah, I delete this completely. let's delete it so it's impossible that you have, you know, wrong files or anything like that. Okay. So on Windows, we are doing this. And Windows is very simple at the end, so it should be quick. Anyway, I will think about the sitting animation. I think for the next release I can spend more time and try to fix it. I think it's good to fix, but I have no idea. I think the problem is the rotation. So I needed to change the way we rotate, because the rotation is actually done with a continuous rotation, right? So is rotating, rotating to reach the 180 rotation, right? So it's doing it. So what happens is that while that rotation is executed, the character starts to sit already. So basically there is a missynchronization between the time it takes to actually rotate, and then when he plays the sit animation. And again, this happens only in shipping, only on that machine, right? So which I think is a synchronization issue. So maybe there is a bit of lag between, I mean, there is different lag between my machine and my machine when I you know use my client and server here and when I use it there, and that lag is fucking up the synchronization of the two. So what I have to do, I think I have to or completely change the way we rotate, or I have to wait the completion of the rotation before sitting, which I think I don't do at the moment. And yeah, but so yeah, I have to change the way it is done pretty much. That's the only solution. Okay, so the Linux client completed, and the Mac is so on the Linux client. On the Linux client, this is done. This is done. And now we just have to do this, ensuring that we are using the right export. Fuck, wrong machine. Here. And now we can do this. And we can do this. And we can do this. And that error was correct. Don't worry about it. And then we zip up also the Linux. Now, we didn't test it yet, right? So unfortunately, I'm building everything again without having the test completed. I know. Output file already exists. Output file already exists. Output file already exists. True. You are right. Now it doesn't anymore. Okay. Okay, now. Yeah, the only problem is that at 1 o'clock I have to go, guys. And then I can come back in about 1 hour, so. I have to visit some people. And, but yeah, we'll be back. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can do it in 40 minutes. Maybe we can, so. Okay, so this is zipping. This is zipping. And on the server side, we finished unzipping. Okay, so on the server, we can actually launch the release. And the Windows is nearly done, so it's good. So on the server, we did this. No, we did this line, right? We did only this line. We have to do all of this. Yeah, exactly. All of that. So we save the dungeons again. Well, they are the same as before. We delete the actual server completely. We go there and we extract the new server. Now the new server should have the patch, right, that we just created, but we have no idea if it works because we never tested it, which is annoying, but fine. Okay, so we did this. We do these few other commands. I'm just copying in the other window, in the other screen. Just copying this. Okay, here we do the copy of that. Here we go to save game. I do it one by one because I want to understand what I'm doing. But yeah, in theory, I could just execute them all in a sequence, but I want to see if there are any errors. Execute a SQL update, we did already. So we can restart the server now. We can restart the server now, so the server will go up, and as soon as the Windows is done, okay, nice, the Windows is done. So we can actually do the test now. With the Windows version, because this is completed. I only have to do these few things. And then, so this is done, and then I can copy, yeah, I can copy the launcher. I do it on the other window. I can copy the launcher. The launcher is here, Windows, copy, paste, Windows 49, yes. Boom, done, okay. Now I can zip up this thing, Windows 49. Do we want to test it before zipping it? Maybe. You should not change any of the configs, right? It may create a save file. No, but I don't think so. Okay, so the server is up. Well, it's going up. It's repopulating items. So as soon as the server is up, we connect. This is the shipping client. So we connect to that and we try the visual equip, and hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, I will be quite unhappy. Because it means that the theory is not even right that way, right? And if it doesn't work, I don't know, I have to really think about it because I don't understand why. Okay, so here we are, shipping client, shipping server. Now, the pop-up window will have the names, yeah, like that. And now is the moment, my boys. Oh, Jesus, thank you. Thank you. Okay, it works now. Okay, let's try all the slots just to be sure. But in theory, they should not be different, right? Let's try all the slots. Okay, I can move slightly this to the left, but it's okay. Do I have another thing to equip? Do I have another thing to equip? Well, a bow. Okay. I think it will look a bit weird, the bow on the left, but okay. Yeah, it looks a bit weird, but it's fine. Do I have a shield to put on the back? Yes, I do. Okay. It works. It works. Okay, yeah, so the problem was that problem, so we properly identified it, and there is still this freaking difference of speed at the beginning. But anyway, good. It works. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess because I added so much stuff, but maybe you can add a bit less. Nice. So, good news is fixed. Hello, Hula. Good news is fixed. So... what other things I want to test? I don't know. I think we may just teleport quickly to one or two locations, the new locations, but I would say that at this point, whatever we have, we have. Where is the teleport locations? I don't see it. Teleport. Ah, the last one, obviously. Let me just go in these places and see if everything is okay. Hopefully it is. Wow, it's flashing something. I don't know why. Yeah, these places are fine. Now, there may be some small things here and there, but it seems to be okay. This place, yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, this place is here. Can I open the door? Yes, I can. Okay, seems to be fine. And this place is there as well. Now I'm paranoid, you know, I'm testing like everything with like, what? Can I do it or not, right? Yeah, this is at a bit of a wrong position, actually. Okay, I should change this position, by the way. 5. Yeah, so that is also okay. Yeah, there are so many pieces, guys, that it's very easy for me to do a mistake, right? So that's the problem. I'm still a human at the end, right? So I'm still, you know, I'm not a machine, so mistakes may happen. These guys are a bit dark, but I think they are dark because the building is casting a hard shadow here. It is okay. Okay, I would say everything works. At least from my perspective, everything works. So where we are with the packages. The Mac is still zipping up. The Linux is still zipping up. The Windows is completed, but I have to zip it up as well. Does it work with ironing bags? Yes. It works with any item in your inventory and in any item in any container. It doesn't allow you to use the items that you have equipped, because obviously if you already have a sword in hand, you cannot also put it at the back. And it does not work with storage. Actually, I never tested with storage. You can try and see what happens. But in theory, it should not allow you to do it if it's in storage. Okay, so we recreate the Windows zip, and I think we're pretty much done then. We recreate. Wait. Did we do the copy on Windows? Yes, copy. Yeah, we did it. Okay, nice. Okay, so I think that I can zip it. Okay. So the Windows is zipping up. The Linux and the Mac are also zipping. Yeah, the longest time is zipping stuff, right? But because zipping 20 gigabytes is always kind of a problem. But I think we are there, guys. We are there. So going back to our plan here. Going back to our plan here, we test. So now we can say that we officially tested also the client. Done. We tested the server. Done. So this is what is missing. Okay. Which is not much. So I have to upload the binaries. As soon as they are finished zipping though. Yeah, there is another like 20 minutes of just uploads. Unfortunately. But yeah, I think it works. To me, I think we are good, guys. We are good. We are good. I just need to upload everything and allow you to download it. In the meantime, we can create a changelog. Okay, changelog. Changelog is always fun to do. Changelog is always fun to do. Do we have an empty file, please? Okay, let's do it here. So this will be changelog 0749. Yay, we did another release. Okay, to do the changelog, the easiest for me is to get the SVN log and copy paste the stuff. Update the title. Which title? Okay. The title in here. Yes. It's 49. Yes, it's 49. But you know, I'm a bit short on time, so I'm trying to do whatever I can to have the release done properly. 0749. There is just a a charter for us. I mean. Okay, so let's see. When respawning, natural resources extract only locations which are currently inactive. No, that is something internal. So missing texture, there is something internal. Okay, this one I don't know if I really want to expose it, but basically we have a new city manager, right? And the city manager, I didn't test it much, but it is there, right? So maybe what I can say the server is now ready with a completely new function, with a completely new feature, the city manager, right? The city manager. And maybe I can just expose it so you can see it and we can test it a bit, but it's not ready. It is it is not ready for gameplay yet, right? And I can explain a bit what is it, right? I can explain here a bit the logic behind and such, right? Other verification on item being valid when loading quest prerequisites. Okay, that's something that you don't care. We spent a lot of time on the city manager actually. So I will have to explain it a bit, right? I don't know if I want to do it now, probably not. Let me just check if these are finished. No, they don't finish. Wow, these zip files are insane. Takes more time to zip than anything else. And fix an NPC not find the spawning position properly. Completed city asset. Added position. Okay, so this is something that you may care. So we added the possibility to sleep and wake up, right? And not only because we added the possibility to sleep. You can just use /sleep and wake up, or jump while sleeping to wake up, or jump to wake up when you are sleeping. But right, but the idea is to allow beds in tavern to be used for sleeping, and it is actually already functional. I just have to add the location, and I can also do it after release, right? So because it's just a database thing. So to allow bed in tavern, this will be added. This will be added in the next days. It's just a setting and doesn't require a new client, right? The idea is also that this is somehow connected to the city manager, but I can explain maybe better later on. Yeah, just checking if this freaking package is still there, bro. How much time does it take to zip these files? This one actually is stuck, so maybe completed. No, it's still zipping. It's still zipping. The Windows one finished. Okay, the Windows one finished. So... okay. Okay, the files will be available soon. I still have to... Okay, finally the Mac finished. Wow. The Mac finished, the Linux is still going. So I have to take the Mac release. And move it to my machine. And then from my machine to the website. So now there will be a lot of, you know, file transfers. Okay, let me see what else we have in the log. Never seen a final position probably compared to city asset. Other random loot event, lot of generation data. New passed dice game adding betting. You didn't have the betting NPC because it was done in this release. That's why. Added new passed dice minigame, adding betting, improving reset, added new game types, added face games, added hidden dice. So the only thing I have to do here is to have to add. We just have to add the new gambling NPC. Will be done just after release. Okay. I mean, give me like a day. I will do it. Add a new possibility to show an NPC dialogue per define a menu item. Oh, that is very nice. So we can say when speaking with NPCs, you now have a new kind of question mark icon at the end, on the right side, near to the free text, right? Basically what it does, it shows a list of predefined menu item to speak with the NPC with the basic answers, right? So it would be a bit easier for you to actually, I mean, for new players to understand what to do there. Let me just check the files. Okay, the Windows, the Mac. This is Linux, bro. Ah, the Linux finished as well now. Okay, the Linux finished. So, okay, so we get the Linux as well. Wow, 20 minutes. We are exactly on time. Yeah, so I think that's nice. Add the possibility for an NPC to start a mini game from a predefined dialogue. Yeah, that is needed for the dice, for the gambling NPC. So that you don't care. Next, first fully functional dice with new rules. Improve. That is very nice. So we finally added, so improve the Indian female with new leather, chain, plate, and robe meshes and textures. So now the Indian female has all the skins, which is very nice. Then added animation in character creation during the warp tunnel. You will shatter. No, I will. I'm not telling you. So you will see it in game. Added new voice lines for many NPCs. Yes, at the moment is for mostly for the basic triggers like how are you? And for some initial quest, some initial phrases or starting phrases on quest will be expanded in future releases, right? So we added quite a bit anyway. I mean, we added like hundreds of, I don't know how many in total, but anyway, there are hundreds of lines, hundreds of voice lines. But we can do better. I think it's like 30 NPC or something. Add a new menu to suggest free trigger. This we said already. Other center location for cities. Okay, okay, this is something for the city manager. Maybe this one, if we explain better what the city manager is, I can put it there. Let me just see if the transfers are going in. Okay. Let me see the transfer. Let me see the transfer. So the Linux is ongoing. The Mac is completed. No, I have to move it here. Okay, the Mac is ongoing. The Linux is still transferring to my machine. New scripting operation in sleep to allow to sleep in a bed in a tavern. Okay, that we said already. Fixed alien female robe and plate armor. Are you talking animation? Ah, yes. We also have this, which is nice. So now, when you're speaking with an NPC, yeah, it's pretty much the same as above. When speaking, well, when the NPC replies, right? When an NPC replies, we now play a talking animation. We now play some talking animation, so the NPC will move a bit and look a bit more alive, right? We can expand it more in the future, but I think it's better. Before they were just standing still, so now they do something. Now play some talking animation, the NPC will move a bit. I think it is a nice addition. I like it. What else? Reduce volume of music and add a better transition with voiceover. Add a new shutter. Okay. It is not very relevant, but I'm putting it anyway. New states, clean up some of the loading screen. Let me see, what is this? No. Reimport, I don't know if you care about this, but I slightly improved. Reimport Baby Yulba for reconstruction in Blender, some geometry improvements. So the Baby Yulba is slightly better, but it's pretty much the same. What else? Added the visual equip functionality. Yeah, that is very nice. We can put it on top. I will reorganize this log. I have to work on it a bit more. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm transferring the file. We are nearly done with the files. What I said, added visual equip functionality. Right click on an item in your inventory, then click the shield X icon, then select a location. The item will appear on your character. This is a pure cosmetic feature. It does not have any effects. It does not have any effects in game, right? So it's not that, I don't know, waiting more or whatever. It's just a pure cosmetic. Then we completely redone the Draken plane. Wow. It now has 3 islands, some mini puzzles. It tells 3 stories of our lore. Should be hopefully more interesting than the previous one. Then we reduced the size of the stone labyrinths after the Draken plane significantly, and added some more items. Hopefully this will have less people lost. Less people lost in that area. Come on, now it's very simple. If you cannot do it this way, I don't know. Okay, next. Remove unneeded external actor. Added means Dragon plane. Okay. Rework the outpost bridge with a new bell. New gear. Oh my god, this check-in is insane. Wow. Rework the outpost bridge with a new bell. So rework the outpost bridge to avoid the desync of the platform with the bridge, right? It was happening. Now it's one object, so it cannot desync anymore. Added a new bell to call the people on the fortress. There is a major one. Added new guild halls, right? So we added 3 new guild halls. All the new guild halls for our factions organizations. In particular, there is the Indomitables. I can add more description here, but I'm finishing my time, unfortunately. But I can add more description. We can do it in the afternoon. I can post the log in the afternoon. The Conclave of the Grips and the War Smiters. I can explain a bit what they are, and updated the credits with Patreons. Yeah, I did that. I can put it at the end. Maybe the credits is not really. Then we have a new way that we manage trees. So the apple, the dupong, and the ops actually now have 2 different states, with fruits and without fruits. So you can have it when with fruits are on. So that is nice, because before you were harvesting an apple tree and the apple tree was disappearing, right? And it was, I think, very confusing. Okay, I think we have all the files, guys. We have all the files. So what I have to do, everything is uploaded. So what I have to do, I have to update the download page. Let me do this. 10 minutes left. Oh my god, just at the finish line. At the finish line, my boys. Exactly at the finish line. 10 minutes left before I have to go. So I need this. I need this page. I need this page. New page, new site. Storage, articles. No. Storage elements. No. Storage pages. Yes. Download. Okay. So we have to update this download page and put it on site with the new URLs, new things, and new everything. And I also need the thingy, the MD5. Where the fuck is that always? Okay, I have it here. Okay, let's MD5 everything so that we see, we can give the proper. So we MD5 Windows 49. We MD5, what is it? Mac 49. Yeah, we'll take a bit to do the MD5. I can upload the download page and you can start downloading, and then I will do the rest, the announcement later, okay? Because I really have to go now. But at least I changed the upload page and we are good. So you can download stuff, hopefully. So to change the upload page, I have to okay, so the Windows checksum is, wait, and we do also the Linux one. Yeah, the Windows checksum is this thing. I think it's important to put the checksum because sometimes people are downloading maybe the file partially or things like that, and they want to check if it's correct, right? So that is the Mac. Wait, that is the Mac. Yeah, that is the Mac. And this is the Linux. Okay. Okay, I think we are done. I will upload this. So to upload it, I just have to go here. Wait, I just have to go here and storage pages, download. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now if we go to the website, hopefully we go on download now and we click here. This should be 49. Okay, it is Windows 1. It will be very slow at the beginning because the mirrors didn't pick it up yet, right? So if you are just downloading it exactly now, it will be very slow. If you download it in 1 hour from now, it will be way faster because the mirrors will have picked up, right, the stuff. So yeah. Okay, good. I think we are good. Guys. I have to go, but I will post all the change. I will clean up the changelog and make it nicer. And the server is up, so it should be fine. Let me know New release is up here. New release is up. I will post the changelog later. I mean, in few hours. Let me know if it works for you. Okay, guys, I have to go. Wow, 4 minutes. 4 minutes to the finish line with all the issues we had. But yeah, it was good. Do we make a dream when we sleep in game? Yes. You have to close your eyes, Hula, and you can dream. Enjoy your lunch. Does sleep affect regeneration? No, but I can add it. I can add it now. I mean, it's something I can do server side. So we can do some stuff there, right? We can do some stuff. It's pretty easy to do. Funny like usual music in your back just before the fake Pink Floyd and after the fake Goblin. It's video game music, man. Bye. See you. Bye bye. We did it. I don't know if we did it. You have to tell me if it works. It works for me. I don't know if it works for you. Bye. We will see you maybe